Hello coding pirates, and welcome back to another episode. In this episode we will be getting into the most exciting part of this project. We will be actually putting the building blocks into place, and we should have something that resembles our original design by the end of this tutorial. So up until now we've done, the most boring things. So finally we're at a place where we can start developing. So let's go back to our main page. Go to Food, Dashboard, Pages, and then the home page. And now we'll start to use this layout builder to create our website. So I'll give you a quick overview. We have some layout elements, which are sections of the website, which can be split down into a whole section, half sections, thirds, etc. We have grid rows and color sections, which we will be using on this project to give our sections a background. Then we have content elements such as text blocks, separators, special headings, so main headings, icons, buttons. You can insert blog posts, and you have a lot of content elements here which you can put into your theme. And finally, media elements. So we can add images, videos, sliders, etc. with this. So to begin with, we're going to need a color section. So either click or drag this color section below, and then click on this little edit section. It looks like a pencil and a blank piece of paper. So let's do that, and we will be faced with some options we can choose here. So firstly, we want this section to be at least 50% of our entire browser window. We'll set a large pad in here. We don't want any borders, so let's get rid of that. And we don't want any scrolling arrows. So let's name this section Home Slider. Go to section background, and on here we can add our background. So below in the comment section or the description of this video, I will leave a link to the Dropbox, and it will have every single file that you need for this website. So pause this video, pop down, click on that, download the assets, and then we can upload to this point. So once you've downloaded all of those, click on Insert Image and go to Select Files. So find the files which you downloaded to, or the folder which you downloaded, sorry, and then select the main background.jpg. Click open, and that will be uploaded to the WordPress gallery or library. So once that's uploaded, just click on size, and I should be full size. Click insert, and that is now there. And we can add a nice feature to this. So when we scroll down the page, the background moves slower than the text on the front of it. So we'll click this, and that effect is called parallax. We want to display this background in the center of the screen, so we choose center. We don't want the background to repeat, and we don't want to use a background video. And I don't think we need to change any of these. No, that's fine. Click save. And that's added a background container there. So next we need to add some text. So we will use our content element, and let's try a text block. So that has now been added below, but what we want to do is drag that inside. So it's inside of the section we created just now. Click on this edit section, so it edits the text block, and in here delete that text. And what we want to do is create a welcome message, so welcome to, and we'll give this a h2 tag, so that means a heading to, and we'll center a line. Then underneath we can add a new heading. We can call this the traditional pizzeria. And let's give that a capital to make it stand out. Have I spelled it wrong? traditional. That looks fine. Yeah. Okay. Center align this and give this a heading free tag. And the reason why we're doing this is because we will style it later with some code which I've already prepared for you. So change this to your business name. So you could be wherever you want, Frank's Pizza, etc. Click save. And then that section is fine. So what we need to do now is add a button underneath here. So I think that was in the content element, button, click that, that'll go underneath. But we really want it underneath but inside this home slider. So we want it in this home slider section but underneath this text section. And right now the button says click me. So we want to change this to view our menu. View our menu. And this is set manually. And what we want to put in here is like a hash symbol. If you're from the UK, I believe this is called a pound, but anyway, it's the Twitter hashtag, but hash. Then put this as menu section. So what this will do, we'll create a section further down in the code or in this website, and we'll give it an ID of menu section. So when we click this button, the website will automatically scroll down to the menu. So it's an easier way for our website visitors to get to the section they want to very easily. So open in the same window, yes, that's fine. Button size, we'll go for a medium. We want to align it in the center of the screen. We don't want any icon, so let's get rid of that. And I think that is okay. Let's save that. Go up to the very top and click update. So this will save our work. So go to view page. And we now have something that looks slightly like what we were aiming to achieve. Obviously the colors are wrong, slightly the wrong size, and the button isn't great. But what we will do, we'll put the elements in first and then we'll style them. So it makes it very easy for us to do. So click the back button and you'll go to our page that we were just on. Leave this load up. So that section's in. So now we need to create like an about section. So let's do that. Once again, we can create a color section. Let's do that. How can we do it? Layout elements, color section, and this will be below. So let's put some information in here. So we don't need to set a minimum height this time. We'll put large padding again. It's important to keep the site consistent. So every time we're adding padding to the website through one of these color sections, put in large padding. I might get this wrong halfway down the tutorial, but this is what you want to do. We don't want any border once again. I hate borders. I wish Enfold didn't include them. No border styling, no border styling. And call this the about section. And the reason why we're doing this is one, because we can style it with code later on, and two, we can link to this from the menu section. So when an item on the menu is clicked, it'll scroll to that section automatically. So click save, and we have the blank box here. Now let's add some content. So firstly, let's go to a layout element, and now we want a sort of split screen with some text and some imagery. So click this one half and click it twice. So now we have a half a section here and a half a section here. Drag this up into the about section. And finally, let's create some content. So go to content elements. We want a special heading and also a text block. So they're added underneath. Let's drag these in. So we want the special heading here. Drag that underneath the special heading. So click on hello. Change this to our story, or whatever you want to add for your website. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. Padding bottom, let's change this to 20 pixels so it gives us a nice padding at the bottom so things don't look a bit squished. And then let's add a bit about our company. So we could say, right, welcome to Frank's pizza. The original pizzeria of, you can say London, England. London, England. Right, okay, I can't spell. We have been opened over 75 years and we still make pizza as good as the first time we made it. I don't think it matters what you put in here. Well, it does to you, it's your business, but for me this is all made up, so that's fine. We can center align this, so select all the text, align center, save, and that now looks like that. And on this side we want some sort of image. You could have your logo maybe, but I don't think the logo will look great, so for us, click on an image. No, I've done this wrong. We don't want an image. Close that out. What we want to do here is click on this edit section. Okay, go back, click the X, click this edit section, and what we want to do here, remove this individual height and set it to equal height. Vertical alignment the middle, and space between columns just leave that as it is. And I don't think we need to do anything else. 0, 0, 0. Yes, we do. Let's add a padding on here of 80 pixels. We don't want a border, but we can set a border radius, and a border radius is the way the corners sort of round, so we want a nice soft border radius, but we don't want an actual border. You'll see what I mean now. Okay, so we can animate this if we want to. Let's try fade animations. Let's try pop up, and then finally I think we can always show that. Yeah, okay, click save. So now this half a box and this half a box will be the same height, and the reason we're doing this is because we set in a background image on this column. So to do that, we need to go to layout first of all and add an 80 pixels. Let me think, do we need to add that here? No, we'll try not actually. Border, yes, we'll add the border radius, which is the same as last time. We'll add 5 pixels. Colors, go to insert image, and we can go to upload files, select files, and let's have a look. Which one are we using? We're using the wine glass. Select that. It'll upload. We'll go to full size again. Insert. And background image position, let's set that as center again. We'll leave that as no repeat. Animation, let's do the pop-up again and click on save. Okay, so let's update this file. And let's have a look at what we have. Okay, so we have our text here with our image, and there's a little pop here when we first loaded the screen. The text is too small at the moment, but we'll get to that at the very end. We'll just make sure all the elements are in, and then we'll really make the site look really good for you. So go back to our home page, create a new color section. Here it is, color section. And what are we having in here? We're going to have a title, so let's add a special heading. Special heading. We're also going to need some half sections, so layout elements, half, and click that twice, and we'll leave that for now. So let's scroll down. Okay, so we have our color section. Let's drag the hello inside, and then let's drag the half sections inside, but make sure they're below the hello. Okay, so click the edit on the very top box. As you can see, it says color section. Click the edit, And let's change some of these settings. So no minimum height, once again a large padding, no border styling, and scroll down and name this menu section. Go up to the top where it says section background, and we're going to add in a new background for this. You can leave this main content here and insert image. Go to upload files and find the menu BG. Okay, so that one. Make sure it's the full size once again. So take it from medium and go to full size. Insert. And we want to change the background attachment again to parallax, so that'll give us a nice scrolling effect of the content on top, and the background will move at a different pace. We'll change the top left to center. We don't want the background to repeat, and we don't want a background video, and we don't need to change these, so click save. Okay, great. Right, so change this hello now, click on it and change this to our menu, and make sure it's a h3 tag. Default style is fine, and once again change this to 20 pixels of padding at the bottom. Click save, and let's change this section here. So once again click the edit section on the first half, go to equal height and vertical alignment middle, space between columns, that can stay the same. Let's have a look at this layout. What padding do we want on this? I don't know if we need a padding. What's it going to be? Yes, let's try a smaller padding of 40 pixels. Border, once again none, but we will add a 5 pixels border radius. Colors, no, that's fine. Animation, let's do the pop-up again. If you don't want the animation, guys, just leave this as none. Screen options, let's have a look what we can do with this. We'll hide this on the mobile devices, and we'll click save. So that as a background image in there, can't see at the moment, but that's fine. Unless I didn't save it, let me check. Yeah, sorry, I didn't add the background. Just wondering what was going on. Let's add a picture of some food in. Which one can we use? Which one looks nice? Let's go for food 10. Click open. Make sure it's the full size again. Click insert and click save. Okay, that looks better. Right, so now let's add some content into here. We need a title and, you know, the menu items. So let's go for a special heading. And what else do we need? I think we just need some text blocks. It's okay. So drag this special heading into the second half, and this text in here. Okay, so let's change this to starters. This could be, if you only do a set menu or wherever, just change this content to suit your website, guys. Default style is fine, and padding bottom is 20 pixels again. Click save, and go to the top and click update. Okay, let's have a look at the site, how it looks now. Okay, so we have our title, we have the image, we have the title of the starters, and we need to add some text in here. But you can slightly see the parallax effect going on there. The background just scrolls past very slowly, which is cool. So let's go back to our page and add some more content. It says click to add your own text, add your menu items in here. So let's add in some gazpacho. I know this isn't Italian, but I just found a menu online which I can copy for this example. So chilled soup with peppers, cucumber and tomato. Okay, apparently I can't spell. Gazpacho and bacalao, and I apologize if I'm saying this wrong, and salsa verde. To fresh loins of cod cooked in parsley. Why is this doing that? Okay. Let's just copy that twice. You don't have to see me write any more text that doesn't really concern you. Save this. Okay. So now let's add a separate slash white space. The reason why we're doing this is because we're going to add more menu items underneath, but what we want to do is separate them out slightly. So we'll add in a separator. Why isn't this loading? And just click white space and then a height, and let's go for 60 pixels. That should be fine. Save, update, and then we shall preview this. So we now have a menu here, which we can't see because we haven't styled, but once again, don't worry. And a nice image, I think that looks really nice actually. And we have a separator down here, which we can't see, but it's just the space in, so when we add our next menu items in, we can, you know, it'll be spaced out nice for us. So we could do all that again. We could add in the half sections, etc. But what we can do to speed things up is we can duplicate. Where's it buys? One of these buttons, that one, and that one. So now that's totally messed up our design, but don't worry. Drag this half section down and drag it below the white space separator. And then drag this one down and put it in front of this one over here. Okay, that hasn't worked. Okay, great. So if that's confused you, we have the image section, which is half section, and the starter section. We have the white space, and then we have the new section, which is the same content and the imagery here. So what we can do here, go in here, edit the column, put this to equal height, middle, and leave that as it is. That's fine. Change the content in here. So starters, now we'd have mains. Save. And let's change this image. Colors. Click the X on this to delete an image, then click insert image, and then let's put an image in here, and we'll use food 9 for this. Wait for that to upload, guys and girls, and select the size of full size once again. Click insert, and we'll need to pull these in center, no repeat, save. Now that should have worked. Let's try. Click on update. Actually, I think we need to let's duplicate this separator again. So duplicate that and drag it underneath these two. So drag it down, and go underneath the half sections. That gives us a nice spacing at the bottom and between the end of the section. So sorry about that. Update. So let's now look at what our page looks like. So that's in. So we have the mains over here and our imagery. That section is closed off. Great. That's exactly what we want at this point. Okay, so the next section is going to be our gallery section. So let's add once again a color section and a special heading, and then media elements. There should be some sort of gallery here. Gallery, horizontal gallery. Yes. Click on that. And now go down to the bottom. So drag that inside this color section, and I believe this gallery section can't be pulled in, so don't worry about that. Click the edit button, and we don't want a minimum height. Default padding, I think this section may be different, but let's go for large, and we might have to change it back. We don't want a border once again, and we need to call this the gallery section. And with this, we want to add a little image which is very subtle. Okay, I don't seem to have it in this folder at the moment, so I will come back to that. We'll leave it white for now then. Okay. So we can make this section white for now. So put it in that. And click save. So what I did here, I did click on imagery, but the image I want to use for some reason isn't in the box, the drop box I should say. So we'll just add a white section for now, and at the end we'll tidy this up. So save. Change this hello to something like gallery or food gallery. If you don't want a gallery, just ignore this entire section, but that's fine. Gallery, history tag, default style. Let's put a padding bottom 20 once again. Save. Gallery section. Right, okay. So what we want to do now is click on this horizontal gallery. Set the gallery height to 15%. And select the thumbnails to be medium. We'll change this to a 1 pixel gap. We don't want an effect when you scroll over it, and we don't want, oh actually yes we do, we'll have a little icon to the left and the right so we can scroll through the gallery. Now all we need to do is to add the image to the gallery, so click select files, and I believe it's everything in here from food 1 to food 16. So select multiple ones of them. If you're on a Mac, you can do command and just click the images. Windows users, I'm not too sure. It probably is either control or I think you've got a command, I don't know. But if not, you're gonna have to upload them individually, which sucks, and you should buy a Mac. I'm just kidding. But wait for this to upload. As you can see, it's 3 out of 15 right now, so it takes a little while. Nearly done, guys. Okay, so that's it. Go to add to gallery. You can add captions if you want to, but we won't do that. Insert gallery, and there's that. Click on save. And once again, let's update our page and we can see what's just happened. Let's go to view page. Okay, so we got those in. Got the food gallery. So, am I clicking on? Yeah. When you click on these now, you can scroll through the images of your own food in your restaurant. So I think it's a nice thing for people to see, especially if your food is aesthetically pleasing. And when we style this, we'll have a nice little background going on in here. This will be centered and this ugly little line will be gone. So, okay, click off that. Scroll down to the bottom. Actually, scroll back up to the top. And we're going to add in a new color section. Color section. Let's add in a special heading. Go back to layout element. We'll have a 1/3 section and a 2/3 section. We'll add a text block and a contact form. So when we scroll down here now, it's going to look a bit of a nightmare. There's going to be too much going on, but we can sort this out. So color section, let's add the title in here first of all. Then the 1/3 section. Then the 2/3 section. We'll add the text box or text area to the 1/3 and the contact form to the 2/3. Okay, so click on edit section and we will call this the booking section. So we want no minimum height. Once again, we want a large padding, no border styling, and finally call this the booking section. Section background, I think we used the same the main background, which is in our media library. So if we click on media library, scroll down here and click on the file called menu.bg and make sure it's the full size. So this is the one of the tomatoes and the pasta. Click insert. Background attachment, once again we'll add the parallax effect. We'll do it centrally. We won't have a repeat on that, and we'll click save. Okay, so next let's change this header and we can call this request a booking. H3 default style, and we want to add a padding bottom of 20 pixels once again. Go into this text area and we can edit this to put your details inside. So if I can delete this, come on, get in touch, and we'll make that a H4 so it stands out a little bit more, and we can style it H4, and we can do email, my mail@mail.com. obviously put your real email address in, your phone 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and then we do location, and once again make this a H4, and put your address in here. So I'm just going to put dummy data, 1 street address, 2 street address, what am I doing, street address, postcode or zip code, postcode, United Kingdom or wherever you're from. Okay, that's enough. I can't spell address, kingdom. Why is it marking that as wrong? No, it's fine. Right, okay, save. And then we will go to our contact form. Let's edit that. So this is your email address. This is my default email address, so we can leave that as it is. Change yours to wherever you want. And name, email, subject. We don't need a subject, but we do need a date of booking, I suppose. So just delete the subject, move this one up, click on it, and rename this date. Let me think. From element, text area. Yes, date figure, that's what I was trying to remember. No validation, we want to just make sure that this is not empty and it can be full width. So click save and name, email, date, message, submit, change submit to request a booking or request booking. Click save, go up to here and click update, and we'll check that section out we just created just to make sure that it's right. So just view the page. What have we done? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so it's viewing this page. So we have our gallery, and we now have our booking section. We can't see the content yet because once again we need to style this section, but that's working pretty good for now. So let's add the last section to this website, and then we can style the website up, and then finally take a look at this footer section. So let's go to food, dashboard, pages, all pages, or you can click on pages, click on home page, and let's add in the client or customer testimonial section. So layout elements, once again, color section, click on that. We're going to need a special heading. We're also going to need a full width section, so 1/1, and then the content should be some sort of testimonial. Yeah, testimonials, click that too. Okay, scroll down to the very bottom. So let's put this hello inside the color section. Let's put this full width section inside, and then the testimonial section inside of that. Oh. Okay, let's call this client testimonials. Okay, so no minimum height. No minimum height. Default padding, let's do large. No border once again. And what did I say? Client testimonials. Client testimonials. Testimonials. Yes, that's fine. I don't think we need a background for this. Let's check. Yeah, we'll add this as the white background for now, so there's 6 Fs, and then later we'll add the background image. Click save. Great. So change this hello to happy customers, or whatever you want. You could do something like what our clients have to say, or you know, anything that works for your business. Default style, yeah, that's fine. Change this 10 to 20. Click save. And then finally click on the edit arrow inside of the testimonials, and we can add testimonials in here. So let's change this testimonial grid to a testimonial slide, and let's have a large one, and we'll change the slide every 5 seconds. That should be enough. Click on testimonials by name, and let's add in Henry. Subtitle below the name, I think that could be customer. We can also add an image for customers. If you don't have images of your customers, you can ignore them and don't upload them. Oh, see if I have any which is spare. At the moment I don't, so we'll leave that blank for now, and we'll get some stock images and add them in. So ignore the image part for now. Henry's a customer, and we can say something along the lines of, this was the best pizza that I ever had. And writing all of this is making me very, very hungry. So, oh, right. This was the best pizza that I've ever had. I would recommend to anyone that wants pizza to go here. Luckily I have Grammarly installed because I'm a terrible speller. Right. And we'll copy this just to make the review look bigger so the section looks a little bit nicer. If you don't have reviews like this, guys, you could go to like TripAdvisor and find your restaurant on there, and then simply just take some reviews from there. Let's get rid of the quotes for now. Save and add a new one. We can call this person Jenny Rogers. That's probably someone famous because I think I remember that name from somewhere. Customer, and let's copy the same review 3 times to make it a little bit bigger so we can see there's a difference. Add a new one, and we'll call this person Eric Jones. He's also a customer. And we just copy that review about 5 times. Okay, so now click the save button, go up to the very top of the site and click the update. Once that updates, we'll see what we're left with. Okay, view page. Okay, so we have the testimonial, which changes when you click on the arrows, and they'll also auto remove, what's the word, auto slide, I don't know. Right, okay, so that's done. We have all our building blocks in place. Right now you can see it doesn't look great, the colors are off, the sizing is off, but we don't have to worry about that because our end result will look something like this one. So once we add our styling in, we'll have some a nice looking site with a menu section, bigger contact details. We'll add our logo, we'll add this subtle background here, some styling to our boxes, we'll change the font colors, and the website will look much better. As you can see, I've got some stock images here, so I'll put these in the Dropbox for you. And the website looks very good. Right now the Instagram section, which we will be adding, looks like it's currently broke, so that's something we can fix. So I hope you're happy with that tutorial so far, guys. As you can see, we have a little bit of work left to do, but it's not too much, and our website is nearly there. So if you like this video and you think it's helped you to create your own website for your own business, and of course it's probably saved you a lot of money in the process, please give me a like. It'll help me out by getting other business users to see this tutorial, and it'll also help them out. If you want to keep updated with the next video in this series, please subscribe to this channel, and if there's anything you get stuck or you don't know how to do, please leave a comment below. So until then, good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.